To say the word triumph, before we complete that word, we first have to say the first three letters, which is try. And of course, the try I'm referring to is with a Y. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to try before you triumph. And it's so simple. It's so simple in saying it, and it seems so much of a simplistic thing to say. But the truth is, many of us are lost in the sauce because we just don't try. And it doesn't help that these days, with the internet, with all these different social media sites, you see so many people doing different things, whether you're older and you see people younger doing things and making what seems to be so much more money and living a life that you probably would like to live because you're going to work, or you are under in bills, you have so much swelling over your head, and you just think that this is not fair, that is not fair, so you don't even try. You just sulk and you continue to do what you're doing. You don't know what others are going through, but yet you become you covet, have covetousness towards their things, and we know biblically that's a sin, to look at other people's items and claim it as yours, and you're not willing to put in the work to acquire these things. Looking at another man's wife to want to acquire it because you feel you deserve it, that is wickedness. That's covetousness. That's a sin. And looking at other people's possessions and feel like they don't deserve, or whether they deserve it or not, they could be scammers. You don't know how they came about it. You don't know where they got it from. Or it's okay to look at somebody else's car and say, I like that car, their clothes, I would like to have it, and I want to work towards it. Work towards it, whatever way you work towards it. But looking at somebody and just covet what they have and want without putting the work to acquire those things yourself is not correct, is basically a sin, and is something that will keep you in turmoil and a mental spiral. So going back to the original reason, is like we have to try before we triumph. And none of us, well, most of us, and many times of our lives, we don't put in the try hard enough. We get defeated because of what we see, what our eyes trick us, what we see around the world with social media, mostly fooling us. When you really put in the work, you get to do it. It's so simple as going back to when we were kids, from tying our shoes to riding a bike. Those simple things is no real difference than these things that we deem bigger in our life these days. We just put them in such a box and we make them bigger than what it is because the world does that. But it's just like tying a shoe, which was automatic. Other things are automatic if you really put the time in and put the work in. It just happens. We just have to believe, and just have to go and